All right, so you want to crush that upcoming job interview, right?
You've seen all those podcast summaries and tips out there.
But who's got time to listen to hours of podcasts?
We hear you.
That's why we've done the heavy lifting for you.
Exactly. We've distilled all that expert advice
Into the absolute essentials.
Consider this your crash course in job interview mastery.
We're diving deep into 5 key areas.
Preparation mindset.
Those common questions you'll face and how to answer them like a pro.
The nuances of virtual versus in-person interviews.
And those crucial post-interview strategies.
Because what you do after can be just as important.
Let's kick things off with the foundation.
Preparation, preparation, preparation.
It seems like every expert out there hammers this point home.
It's not just helpful.
It's absolutely mission critical.
Imagine a pilot skipping their pre-flight check.
Not a good idea.
Same goes for interviews.
You got to do your due diligence on the company.
And I'm not just talking about skimming their website.
Right, go deeper.
Understand their latest moves, their
Nerds.
mission, their challenges.
Even the potential headwinds they might be facing.
It's like being an investor researching a company.
You want to know the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Exactly. And by understanding their landscape,
You can tailor your responses to show how your skills and experience.
can directly contribute to their success.
Recruiters are not just looking for any job.
You're specifically interested in them.
And then there's the job description itself.
More than just a list of tasks.
It's a roadmap to what they're looking for.
Break it down, identify the key competencies
And for each one, have a concrete example ready.
of how you've demonstrated that skill and the impact you made.
Show them you're not all talk.
You've got the receipts.
And then comes the part many dread practice.
Especially for those standard questions like, tell me about yourself.
Ah, I hate that question.
But practicing structured answers can make all the difference.
There's a method to this madness.
The STAR method: situation, task, action, result.
That's a mouthful.
But it's a lifesaver.
It helps you tell a compelling story with a clear beginning, middle, and end.
And showcases your skills in action.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it.
That's where mock interviews come in.
Oh yeah, those are nerve-wracking.
But they're invaluable, whether it's with a mentor, a friend, or even recording yourself.
just getting those words out loud makes a huge difference.
It builds confidence and helps you refine your delivery.
You'll catch those nervous habits and smooth out your answers.
So you've prepped like crazy, the company inside and out.
But what about your mindset going into the interview?
This is another key takeaway from the experts.
It's not just about your qualifications.
It's about how you project yourself.
Confidence is key, but not arrogance.
Think clear speaking, good posture, positive body language.
You want to come across as capable and enthusiastic.
And don't forget about the power of a growth mindset.
So what does that mean in an interview context?
It's about showing you're eager to learn to embrace challenges.
To continuously grow and develop your skills.
Employers love to see that potential.
They want someone who's not afraid to step outside their comfort zone.
And remember, authenticity trumps canned responses every time.
Nobody wants to hear a robot.
Share genuine experiences, even those where you learn from setbacks.
It makes you relatable and shows self-awareness. Let's tackle some of those common interview questions head on.
Starting with the dreaded, tell me about yourself.
It's like a minefield.
Keep it concise, aim for a 1-2 minute summary.
Highlight your relevant experience and express your enthusiasm for this specific role.
Think of it as your elevator pitch.
And then there's strengths and weaknesses.
Always a tricky one.
How do you handle that without sounding arrogant or clueless?
For strength, provide a concrete example of how that strength has benefited you.
Don't just list adjectives, back it up with evidence.
And for weaknesses, choose a real area you're working on.
But focus on the steps you're taking to improve. Show them you're proactive and committed to growth.
And of course, there's the inevitable, why do you want to work here?
It's got to be more than just, I need a job.
Connect your skills and aspirations to the company's mission, values, and culture.
Show them you've done your homework.
Express genuine enthusiasm for what they do.
And then there are those behavioral questions like, tell me about a time when.
The STAR method is your best friend here.
It helps you tell a structured and compelling story.
That demonstrates your skills in action.
Now, with so many interviews happening virtually,
Are there different rules of engagement?
compared to in-person interview,
While the core principles remain the same.
the execution definitely differs.
For virtual interviews, a quiet, well-lit space is essential.
And make sure your technology is working flawlessly.
Test your audio and video beforehand.
Nobody wants to spend the first 5 minutes troubleshooting.
And maintain good eye contact with the camera lens.
It's the virtual equivalent of looking someone in the eye.
It helps build rapport.
And for those interviews still happening face-to-face,
Arrive a little early to compose yourself.
dress professionally and be courteous to everyone you encounter.
From the receptionist to the interviewer themselves.
It all contributes to the overall impression you make.
So the interview's over.
Time to kick back and relax.
Not quite yet.
There are still some crucial post-interview steps.
Sending a prompt thank you email, ideally within 24 hours.
Is absolutely essential.
It reinforces your interest and shows you're serious.
And it's a chance to reiterate a key point from your conversation.
Or even address something you wish you'd said differently.
And don't forget to take some time for self-reflection.
What went well? What could you improve for next time?
Every interview is a learning experience.
So to recap, acing those job interviews boils down to a few key things.
Thorough preparation, a confident and growth-oriented mindset.
Strategically answering common questions with concrete examples.
Adapting to the interview format.
And following up professionally.
All of this straight from the mouths of the experts.
Exactly. These were the consistent themes that emerged from our deep dive into the world of job interview podcasts.
So with all this expert wisdom in mind, here's something to ponder.
What's one specific area you'll focus on improving for your next interview?
Maybe it's researching the company more thoroughly.
Or practicing your STAR method responses.
Or consciously shifting your mindset.
What single change do you think could make the biggest impact?
Food for thought, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us, and best of luck with those interviews.
You got this.
Until next time.
Happy interviewing.
And remember, preparation is key.
Couldn't have said it better myself.